live. Yo, what is up, sleepers? It's your boy Ed Badhead live in Hawaii. And who do I have with me today?
In Hawaii?
Yeah.
Oh, you're in Cuba? No.
I'm in Hawaii now. Aloha. Who do I have with me?
Hi.
Cobra
Hello.
Bubbles.
We have.
Oh, I was
one
gonna
of
go
the
with that too.
aliens.
Which one?
I don't know.
Can I
their
be
name.
can I be guard number 2?
Guard number 2, Cobra Bubbles, and Experiment, whatever.
We can make him the sandwich experiment. What?
625.
Yeah,
We got
we'll make it like
625 with us.
625.
All
You
right.
seem like a sandwich kind of guy. 625,
You
right?
do look like a Reuben.
I'm gonna be Alien 627.
No, you can't be that good looking, man.
For real.
I
So,
mean, I am that good looking.
you look like Jamba, bro. So, there will be timestamps.
Pleakley.
He looks like Pleakley, but the live action version.
Oh no.
So like a normal person. Got it.
No, not his
They-
disguise, his CGI live action version. So, there will be timestamps in the description for our review if you guys want to skip ahead to that. But for now, let's buy some tickets and grab our favorite concessions. How's y'all's week been? I
been
wanna
alright.
know.
It's been
Went to
nice,
the
you know.
carnival
I had a bit of a
yesterday.
scare this week with my cat actually because I
Uh-oh.
come home like I find her in my bed in the morning, and then I go to work, and then I come back. Usually she greets me upstairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like is asking for wet food and all that. And I was like, okay, I'll get her. But then I like, okay, where is she? She's not begging for food. She's not meowing or anything. So I look everywhere. She's not anywhere. I didn't know where she was.
Uh-oh.
So I thought maybe she might be hiding because maybe since she's becoming a little bit of an older kitty, that maybe she went to hide to pass away in peace or something.
Don't say that.
But
We don't-
no, that wasn't the case. So I started leaving food outside and stuff like that. Maybe she escaped or something. And luckily that turned out to be the case. Somehow, maybe my roommate left the patio door open too long, and then she just wheeled out because she got a little curious.
Mm.
And yeah, she was missing for 2 days.
Oh my
I
god.
found her. Yeah, I found her under my car yesterday.
Is that why you didn't go
didn't-
hang out?
Yeah, that's
Say
what I
again?
was gonna say too.
Is that why you
Is
didn't
that
hang
why
out
you
with
didn't
us?
want to hang out?
Yeah, I was, you know, had
Stressing.
to make sure she was okay and all that. I was stressing the fuck out, dude.
Aw.
You know, that's a fair reason to stress out.
Yeah.
And so yeah, she's doing a lot happier. I don't think she's gonna be leaving the house anytime soon again, even out of curiosity. But she was terrified when I found her under the
Oh,
car.
poor kitty. Did you feed her again?
Yes, I fed her. She hasn't. I haven't like left her side for, made sure she's not going anywhere.
Are you mad at your roommate?
Well, I don't know. It's speculation, but he has been prone to leave the door open a little bit too much. I even found it open just earlier today when I went to sit outside for a little bit. I was like, "Are you kidding me? The door's open again?" But other
mean,
than that, like, it's not too bad.
It's hard to like. The thing is, it's such a nice day, so I can understand why your roommate probably wanted a door open.
Well, I have a screen door he could have used.
I don't know then. I don't know why he doesn't leave the screen door closed.
But like, yeah, overall, I don't put the blame on him. Accidents happen, So now she
If
died.
your
then,
cat's gone.
Yeah,
Then you're gonna be like, accidents don't happen. You're gone. Get out of here.
yeah. At that point,
That cat's more family to me. Oh, I messed up. That cat's more family to me than you.
Well, I'm glad your cat's alright.
Yeah.
That must have been a crazy ordeal
it
to have to
was
spend the holiday
very
weekend.
Stressful. Yes.
What
Must have
about
been a great weekend for you.
Well, I had fun. I went to the carnival.
you went to the
Yeah.
carnival, you got an elephant ear, I heard.
With who?
Paige, his
Was it
Was it
wife, his wife.
his wife, but not his wife?
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, not his wife,
I
but
have
his
been
wife.
watching One Piece too, and those have been pretty good.
We also had a little
Getting so fucking good, dude.
hangout yesterday. We had a bonfire, you know what I'm saying?
It was cold.
It was cold as hell. Today's a lot nicer. We should have had it today.
It really is. That's why I was sitting out on my porch even. I was just listening to music, vibing out there.
Well, I mean, it's nice. It's nice right now. I mean, give it a couple more hours. It's gonna get cold again, Eddie.
Yeah, the
It
wind was
says
a bit chilly.
right now it says it's not gonna get cold till 9 p.m. 64
Yeah.
degrees. 8 p.m.
Yeah,
it's
but
still
that's-
68.
But that's how it was yesterday. It was just a little windy. I haven't been.
Oh,
outside
yesterday
since
was
that
like
long.
low 60s.
I thought it was like mid 60s actually. Just the wind was just really making it
Well,
hard
you
to feel.
thought wrong.
Yeah,
brother.
thought wrong.
Well, I'm not.
Start the
looking it
fire
up.
again, Javi. Start the fire. We're gonna have another bonfire tonight.
Okay, well, we'll have it at your house. Get the fire set up. We'll all come over.
Oh, whoa! I told you to get the fire set up.
Well, okay, then make sure all the wood's over there, ready for me to get set up, so we can get going.
We
You ready to
also.
come out and do a fire, Brett Stubb?
Not tonight.
Why not?
It's my last day of freedom, brother. I'm
Yeah,
back to work.
you
I
can
might
come
take
and
tomorrow off. Actually, I have enough
You-
flex hours. I can just take.
No,
tomorrow.
you're gonna take Friday off. Remember,
What's happening
I
Friday?
could.
the game comes out.
Night rain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna take work off for night raid?
I don't think that's
I mean-
a good idea. It's just night rain, but
Whoa, that's a great
well, dude,
idea.
we'll have all night to play it.
I won't.
That's because it's you.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
might
got
be.
going on?
I gotta get ready for a graduation party and stuff like that.
Oh,
Boo
lame.
hoo hoo! What next? You gotta
Lame.
go
On top of that-
breastfeed your parents' cats in Utah or something.
On top of that, what about May's birthday? You're not gonna come hang out for May's birthday?
When is that?
That's this Saturday.
This
Yeah.
Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah,
As well.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
I'm just trying to say. I'm just
I'm
trying
not
to say.
gonna
Like,
miss that. What the fuck?
there's a bunch of things we're doing. I'm trying to point out. Like we won't have
What
exactly
kind of
all the
friend?
time.
What kind of friend would I be if I did that?
For
You're not
real.
wrong,
Bro.
bro. Where's my heels?
Everyone's here.
But yeah, like I mean, we're probably gonna be there too, Eddie. Like at first we
Hell
weren't
yeah.
sure, but
I'm happy to hear
Oh,
that
wait.
then.
yeah.
Uh,
Just need a little time to figure out the scheduling.
All right. Yeah. Sounds good. We also we had another hangout the day before where we just playing board games and chit chatting.
Yeah,
Honestly, like
Trash is the joke.
Right.
honestly, like the
Somehow.
chit chatting more than I like the playing the games.
Wait,
I
are you
had fun
talking
with the
about
games. I didn't like the drawing one though, because I could not.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
brother.
Couldn't
When you
focus.
said
The
chit-chat,
other
are you
games
talking
were
about-
fun.
when you said chit chat, you mean the thing when we were doing on Saturday with around the fire where we're just talking?
No, not the fire. The day before when we were hanging out in Scott's
Just still
basement.
talking. Yeah, we talked a lot.
You know-
You
you
don't
know-
remember talking?
Yeah, actually, we talked a bunch, Eddie. That's all I remember. For 2 days straight, it was a bunch of talking.
Well, for me, I don't always. I understand that you guys have like more ADHD, but I don't need like another activity to keep me entertained. I'm just content, just chit chatting, just talking.
Hey, I was honestly just keeping Scott busy, okay?
I know Scott.
That was
Really,
so good.
I know Scott.
How
Like,
much do I owe you?
I was just trying to be a homie, keep Scott busy, because I know Scott sometimes doesn't like to sit down and be like, bro, why are we doing something else?
that's what I'm saying.
so I
Like,
tried.
I know he's got like this ADHD, and I don't blame him for it or anything. You know, he can't help it, but.
I said it's in his genetics, bro. Like I was chilling. I just couldn't think of topics like you guys can. I was telling Tisha that like I feel like I'm like too simple-minded now at this point where I'm not thinking of new topics, and it's
You
just
do
so-
be simple-minded, bro.
like it's
Wow.
just depressing to think about. Like I'm not like once you guys left, you know what we did for like an hour?
What?
We colored for an hour.
Oh yeah, I
Take another
remember
20
you did.
milligram gummy.
No, nothing. We didn't do any drugs or anything like that.
Yeah, but you weren't supposed to do it last time either. But then you were like
God.
out. You were out of there.
What?
I was chilling, bro.
Hey,
I was
you
chilling,
You were
okay?
chilling, dude. You were asleep with your eyes open.
You can have some this weekend, Alexi, at the party.
You want me
No,
to try
no.
it this weekend?
Yeah.
All right.
No,
I'm probably gonna
no, but
fucking
like-
die though, but
we got you. You might have a small panic attack like Tisha did. That's all.
oh
Yeah,
then
but
maybe I
Tish-
shouldn't do that.
And Tisha's was really small. You were there. She just like sat down and she was fine.
Well, she was tripping, bro. She was like, "Am I dying? Am I having a heart attack?" Like that was all racing through her mind, you know. But I mean, I think you'll be fine. You just gotta trust us. We're not gonna let anything happen to you.
I mean, I might trust Jesus to actually get my back on that one, but I don't know
It'd be
about you, Javier.
hey. All Tisha had to do was come on a nice walk with us, even though she said she don't remember how to walk. That's all she had to do.
Get ice cream. Ice cream changes the mood real quick. Come
I
a lot
know.
happier.
Not like we're gonna do any high action sports or anything. We're just gonna be chilling.
I'd love to play basketball though. It's perfect weather now.
Well, do you got a basketball hoop in your driveway that we can
Dude,
just
we
There's
live.
parks.
Wait, no, he doesn't live, but I live by basketball area.
Yeah, we could
Actually,
meet up at a
never mind.
court for basketball.
We got Pinery Park. We got Batches Park.
Actually, Eddie
We
does
got the
live near a
park park.
basketball park. Because I remember he lives next to that school that's open.
Oh yeah, maybe they have a basketball hoop.
They do. I remember seeing it when I was when we were over there. I was like, oh, they got a basketball hoop.
We gotta
Remember
play.
then we asked Scott to play an actual sports. He's like, no, I'm down to play horse or something easy, but playing actual basketball, no, I'm never gonna play that.
Lame.
And then Jesus was like, why not? Because I'm not a physical activity kind of guy.
I
That's
can
lame
tell.
with me.
Well, just be prepared. I might ask out the blue at some point.
I'm not
This
opposed to it.
summer.
I literally go out and meet with some of my coworker Bobby. Him and his buddies go play basketball, and they ask me all the time if I want to play. I'm like, let's go. I'm not good at it.
Yeah,
Good
no,
idea.
I'm not either, but
I'm good at playing defense, and that's pretty much it.
I think it's just fun to shoot the ball.
yeah, exactly.
I'm so dead.
All right, so
But
with
yeah,
that,
no.
oh, you were
Other than
saying.
that, yeah. No, I was
Bro,
just
shut the
saying.
fuck up.
So with that, let's take our seats and let's get into these trailers. Any new movies, TV shows, or video games y'all are looking forward to?
Well, the new video game that came out
Where's the night rain?
today that I bought yesterday, which was I can't say the name, but it's a samurai game from the old.
Onimusha, bro.
I can't own
It's like you're
Onimusha.
mumbling every time you say the name of the game.
2, right?
Yeah.
That's the
Onimusha 2.
name. Onimusha.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It came
remember
out-
seeing this. I never played it, but I remember seeing it in
Yeah,
stores.
it just came out, so I bought it yesterday and I played 4 hours of it today.
It does look fun. I'll give you that.
But why? Why'd you do this?
Why?
not?
Because
Yeah, like,
I'm a big fan
why?
of I'm a big fan of the series. Like I played the first one, I like repetitively. Like I redid it, beat the game, replayed it, redid it like over and over and over for no reason. I'm a big fan of this game. That's all.
The game you can't pronounce.
Nope. Which is such a fucking hilarious thing to think about. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's out on all platforms.
I bought it on the Switch because I like the
You're a
feel on
platform.
the Switch. When I think at one point I bought the game on the PS4 or PS5 when they remastered it, the first one. I was like, this feels like garbage on here, just because the control. Like I'm so used to the newer games controls on for the newer consoles.
Yeah.
Are you
So-
looking forward to the Switch 2? Comes out next week.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I haven't even gotten the list for the pre-orders yet because they said they'd be sending out like special keys for it
Oh,
to be able to go in and pre-order it
oh.
for those who have had the account for a long time and actually use it instead of scalpers.
Yeah, I want to get my
I mean,
Switch 2.
I can't believe like the old Switch right now even updated where if you bought a game, they already updated where you don't own the game on the
Dude,
new.
all right, I'm sick of people talking about that, dude.
Talking about what?
We've never owned our games, even in modern days. I mean, we don't own our games. Even the physical copies, we still don't know. It's just a key on that CD that tells you, "Hey, yes, this person can play the game." That's all it is.
Yeah,
They've
but
always had the licensing right to them ever since like games started being too big for CDs.
yeah, but the fact that they could just randomly like, okay, let's just turn that console off from that game.
If people didn't realize that a long time ago, then I'm sorry, but like they're delusional.
The Lulu.
Yeah, but so then why pay? Why would people pay for
common
games
sense.
then?
It's
Then
common
why would
sense.
people pay for
Yes,
high?
it's scummy. I agree. It's scummy. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have already known about this a long time ago.
You know, that's the concept people are going with. Then why would buy a new game at that point for certain people?
I'm just want the Switch 2 to play the new From Software game.
What?
Yeah.
A new what?
From
The new From Software.
Elden Ring
The
company.
Elden Ring people.
Yeah.
God.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm being serious.
It's a new game exclusive to the Switch that Elden Ring people are making.
Oh, okay. I mean, you let me know how it is. If it's worth it. If it's good enough to be worth it, then maybe I'll get a Switch just to play the one game. I mean, I'm too sure that Loki bought Breath of the Wilds for the Switch. She's been playing it for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, it's too big of a game.
It is a
wanna
big
sit
game.
down and play.
Up first, we got Zootopia 2. It releases November 26th. What do you guys think of the teaser that we got to see?
I don't
I think it was
remember
us.
people asking for this.
I asked for it, but not. This is, I don't know what this is, if that makes sense. Like, I was looking forward to a new Zootopia movie.
No, you weren't. Don't lie. Fucking liar.
I was. I actually like Zootopia as a movie.
Liar.
I like Zootopia too, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about this new character.
Yeah,
They're
I just
pushing
don't-
that character hard too. It's crazy.
I just want to know what the importance of this new character is.
Right. Seems to be like
Why-
a vital
Why-
person.
Probably maybe it's gonna be like a witness protection thing.
And that's the concept I'm getting to.
He's the only character that doesn't wear clothes.
No, there's a whole bunch of characters that don't wear clothes.
Like which one?
Don't you remember
The
the first
nudist-
one, the camel?
Weren't there?
Oh, that was the nudist
Yeah.
colony.
Yeah, well, see, that's not the only character then. You said that's the only character.
He doesn't seem to be a part of that group. But yeah, I don't know why they. I guess we'll see. But I think it's fine that they just kept exploring the dynamic between the two characters we already know, Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know. They just want to try something new.
I guess so. I guess we'll see how it comes out.
And
then.
it's been what? Like, it's been a long time since the other one came out.
It's been a few years, yeah.
I don't exactly know when the original Zootopia came out, but it's been a while, so maybe they were just trying to do something new.
Besides that, we got Jurassic World Rebirth. So this one, it comes out July 2nd. Oh, that's pretty soon, actually. Scarlett Johansson.
For ages, dude.
Well, now we got to see a trailer. What did you guys think of it?
I still don't really care.
They
about
need to
Jurassic
stop
Park.
messing with dinosaur DNA. I swear. Don't they learn?
No?
It's called wanting money from the movie.
They're just trying to print money.
I mean, it doesn't look like they're doing anything new or creative with it. It's just like,
No,
oh, there's more dinosaur. The humans are trying to survive. That's like been the plot for the past all the other movies.
You know, I would give this a shot as long as it's not as boring as the last one.
I
Pretty
know.
much wrong.
I don't know how they make dinosaurs boring lately, but they managed to
They
do
just-
it.
I know. No, I swear that last one, I remember just trying to stay awake. I'm like, oh, I'm fighting my demons to not fall asleep. Like, this is getting crazy.
And the last one we have is Caught Stealing with Austin Butler.
I don't care.
It looks like it's some sort of a crime movie.
We're seeing an older Matt Smith in there, though. That's kind of cool.
He's dressed as a punk.
His
An
His
older
fit
Matt
is
Smith. Of
wild,
course he's
dude. His fit is wild.
Yeah. Oh, Zoe Kravitz. I thought I recognized her. It's Catwoman in the last Batman movie we saw.
Oh, right.
So yeah, I mean, it looks interesting. It's just like a crime movie. It looks like.
So I don't actually have an opinion on this because this is the first time I've seen the
It's
trailer.
giving me a new. What is it? Not Pulp Fiction, but
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp
what's
Fiction.
the movie that May had us watch?
Oh, the
Oh,
Boondock
no.
Saints.
Yeah, it's giving me that
Boondock.
kind of vibe for some reason.
Go change, because they probably some change, brother.
Oh, when the saints go marching in.
I'm surprised you didn't add the Freaky Friday movie on the trailer. One.
Yeah, I guess I could have done that. But what did you
Yeah,
guys think of
Freaky
the
Friday
Freaky
is just
Friday
another
trailer?
movie. You've seen the first one, you'll see this one. That's all
Yeah,
it is.
I
There's
know.
gonna be nothing different about it, basically.
Well, the slang is different. That's pretty much
The
only thing.
slang is
Dude,
different.
that is not what makes a good movie.
They
I'm
added.
not saying it's gonna be good. I just think it's funny because they make the whatever her name is say some slang. I'm like, bro, why is she saying this?
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, they have her say
Yeah.
some new Gen Z lingo. Yeah, it looks a
Yeah.
little cringe, honestly.
It's
That's why
pretty
I'm
cringe.
like, I'm just like, why is she saying this? This doesn't work for you. Stop. You're
See, I think they
Not to be-
explore this concept to its peak with the movie Freaky, which is the one that we saw with the serial killer.
Yeah.
so. Yeah, but I mean that's the only other movie I watched.
The girl
Up that I remember.
from the girl from the movie y'all love so much.
It's not a bad
Lisa
movie.
Frickenstein.
Yeah.
I mean, she is worth talking about, bro.
Dang, who's starting up their car right now? What was
What
that?
was that?
It's someone that keeps doing this shit up and down the street. It's been like that for like 2 hours now.
What?
The
Yeah,
cars,
there's been. Yeah, it's not. I don't know if it's the same car or not, but
are they
someone's
trying to
been
like? They're
doing
working
that
on their
shit
car.
up and down. Maybe.
All right.
It's a little annoying.
So, what are you guys' thoughts before watching the new live-action Lilo and Stitch?
It
My
looked like
thought
ass.
my thought was this is a cash grab movie and it looked terrible.
I was excited to see it. I guess. I mean, not overly excited, but I was okay. It's a movie. I'll watch it.
The only thing that looked kind of good was just Stitch himself
Yeah,
Yeah.
in that
Stitch.
Super Bowl ad.
Yeah, Stitch looked good in the Super Bowl ad, and like with Lilo and Stitch, it's such a great story that you're like, even if it's bad, I hope that they at least keep the themes of the original movie so that it's still
Mhm.
good.
They tried and throw it away.
But yeah, my thoughts before were like I was learning little bits of information online before watching it, like certain characters weren't in it, and that they changed this and that scene. I was like, oh no, I'm even less and less looking forward to watching this.
I was never looking forward to this movie, to be honest, because I'm like, why? Who asked for this? That's my thought process.
For real,
That's what I say with every one of these.
they should just reanimated
This
it.
is supposed to be the last one, right?
That's what.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
Brett Sapp was
because of
saying.
the whole debacle with Snow White. They're like, we're done
Oh, it
making
flopped.
these.
Good. I'm glad they're done with these cash grab
And
movies.
again, it made a lot of money.
It did. But they also had like no budget for this movie. Or at least comparatively to other films that they've invested in.
They did it.
No, that's why we barely saw certain characters in CG form. Because they just save money by not having them be CG.
Yeah, I mean the fact that they got rid of the main villain in this movie too makes it a little upsetting.
Let's go into the spoiler-free review. Let's take spoiler-free review look of Lilo and Stitch. It released May 23, 2025, starring Maya Kealoha, directed by Dean Fleischer Camp, rated PG. Plot summary: a lonely Hawaiian girl befriends a runaway alien helping to mend her fragmented family. What are guys' overall thoughts without any spoilers?
This shit's some ass.
Bro,
It
Lilo
was-
is a little bit of a brat.
Well, she always was, but
I mean, you think about what's going on in the timeline for her. So there's a fair reason why she can act
You
the way
would
she
no,
did.
dude. If fucking not protective service, but whoever they were was
Child Protective Service. That's
that
what
it
they
was
were.
them.
Yeah,
it was-
that was
Uh,
actually them.
If I was a kid and I was told who was coming around, I would do my best to behave, not be a snot-nosed brat.
what
And make
she's
my.
Hey,
I'm
she's
just saying, dude. That shit was stupid.
I think she's got a fair reason why she's acting the way she does. I
she
don't
lost
think
her
it's-
family, her parents.
I get
Literally-
that, but she's trying to lose her only family again.
She
By
doesn't
doing
know
that shit.
the.
She's a little
She doesn't. Yeah,
kid.
she doesn't understand that. Remember, she's
kid.
6. How is she supposed to understand that she might lose her only other family in the series?
At 6 years old, you're fairly aware of shit.
So for
Things
me,
like that.
this movie was a half hour longer, and yet it felt like more
They cut a lot
vague.
more out.
Yeah, like
And
there's less content there somehow, even with a longer runtime.
They took away the little ginger kid that Lilo beats the shit out of.
Oh, Myrtle.
no,
Yeah.
they don't take it away. She's just not the main focus anymore for some reason. I don't understand
They
why.
took a lot
They
of things away.
sanitized it.
Yeah, they took
They
away
beat
that.
the shit out of her.
Right, yeah, they took away that. They took away. There wasn't as much love for Elvis in this movie.
They took away like a lot of the other plots for the movie, right?
Yeah,
As well,
certain
like-
characters were missing. Important characters.
They took away Pleakley's like iconic like dressing as a human. But
Yeah,
That
I
was one
love
of
the
biggest things that people
disguises.
complained about, I think, is
I-
because they took away his personality. I still think he had a bit of personality, which I liked, but yes.
No, but it's the fact that he would dress as like try to dress up as a human, as an alien. Is
They
what
took
made it-
away Jumba's Russian accent.
Yeah, why did they do that? That's so upsetting.
Now when I look
Like-
at CG Jumba and he talks like a regular ass human, I'm like, this does not fit at all. What is going on?
By Zach Galifianakis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was awful. And I like Zach
wasn't-
Galifianakis.
he wasn't the right person for the role.
He did. Did you see the interview where he was like, "I didn't even know what character I was playing until they told me."
But in the interview, he also stated like, yeah, I also told them that I'm not the right fit. We should do someone else, right?
Yeah.
Like, he legit admits to saying like, yeah, this is a terrible role for me to be playing. 'cause-
Like he used to have a fake Russian accent.
And Nani does brown face in the movie.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We're still doing brown face in 2025.
Apparently, it's okay.
yeah, come on.
And all the other aliens look horrendous in CG.
You didn't like the early aliens? I thought they were kind of
They
nice.
look
Like,
so.
I
bad.
like the, what is it, axolotl alien?
oh, I mean, it's hard to mess up an oxalotl.
Yeah,
That one
well, like
was
the
funny because
queen?
She just wanted to destroy the fucking planet.
but the
Yeah.
Queen and Pleakley and Jumbo look disgusting.
They very
They didn't
much
translate
do.
very well, you're saying?
Mm.
They
Why'd
did
they
it,
make
though.
Why'd they make Bleakley look like slimy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand why.
And they got
I like
rid
how
of-
you have- I like how you have the animation version up instead of the live action.
Yeah, because we're talking spoiler free, so I don't want to show anything yet from the live action. Yeah, and they got rid of Pleakley and Jumba's dynamic, where they were like, they started off bickering, but then they became like besties.
Well, that's pretty much how it was the whole movie, wasn't it? Like, just them being bickering back and forth at this point.
They came around towards the end of the movie. But yeah, it was not like the original, which is weird because they remade like scene for scene some of the earlier stuff, and yet they
Mhm.
changed a lot too. So it's like for me, it's like you either pick a lane, you remake it exactly, or you make something completely new.
Yeah, no,
And
and they
it was-
added in characters like the neighbor character who just ruins the movie in
Yeah,
terms of its messaging.
yeah.
It really does. Like, who
Yeah,
asked?
I
Like
think
again,
that- wasn't the neighbor like the original voice actor for Nina?
I don't remember.
Oh, Nani?
Oh,
I don't
maybe.
know.
Honey, yeah.
I actually don't know. I mean, it wouldn't make sense
I
for
think so.
if they did that though, just to throw a character in, just to have a new character in there in a sense like that.
It doesn't make sense, but they did it anyway.
Mhm.
Well, just for like all the OG people that understand who's voice acts her. That's what I'm trying to think, like that aspect.
Because they wanted her back, I guess.
Not a great movie. So what do you guys rate it out of 10?
At
Like
least
a-
a 6.5.
You said 6'5"?
Like I
I'll do
said,
like a
I enjoyed the
5.
movie. I don't have the same connection to it like you guys did.
I'll
I
do like
give
a
it a
5. It's better than most of these Disney remakes,
I
but it's
give
still
it
not good.
I give it a 3.5.
I give it a. I'll give it a 5.5.
Because again I like that they try to do scene by scene, but at the same time they don't. Like
That's
half
what
the
I'm
The movie
movie,
felt
saying.
too long for its own good.
It did feel
yeah,
long.
it was 2 hours long. Like I said, it's an hour and a half. It's half hour longer, and yet they cut off
A
a
lot.
decent. They cut out some of the things that are what makes you enjoy the characters and add new character. Like again, they added new characters where they try to like these new characters, guys. Let's go.
So let's look at some online ratings. The critics Metascore gave it a 53 out of 100. Rotten Tomatoes Tomato Meter 68. Audience in IMDb 7.1 out of 10. And Rotten Tomato audience 93. So the average of all these scores 71.25. That Rotten Tomato audience really pushed this number up.
Yeah.
So with that, let's get to the spoiler-filled discussion. Let's take an in-depth review of Lilo and Stitch. So, on the planet Turo, Dr. Jumba Jukiba is convicted by the United Galactic Federation of illegal genetic experimentation for creating Experiment 626, an aggressive and near-indestructible creature with advanced learning capabilities. Jumba is found guilty and imprisoned, while 626 is sentenced to exile for his destructive behavior. However, 626 escapes by stealing a police cruiser and using its hyperdrive to reach planet Earth, crashing in the Hawaiian island of Kauai. The Grand Councilwoman offers Jumba his freedom if he captures 626, pairing him with Earth expert Agent Pleakley. So what do you guys think of the beginning?
It's very nice to see what they look like the characters. But I mean, that's kind of how it starts in the movie from the original, so it works.
Yeah, like the
Like
beginning is almost exactly the
like
same.
almost scene from scene.
Hmm.
Like it was pretty close.
Which at
But
this point you're like, okay, so they just remade the exact same movie, but CG this time for some reason.
I get it, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's just it is what it is.
Yeah, and
If it was
that's
just a one-for-one shot, I wouldn't be as upset.
yeah, and like in it, this is where we start to see the things we were talking about, like how Jumba doesn't have his accent, and how they look really weird in CG.
Took away some of their personalities.
Like his nose looks like a wiener.
His nose
a
does
weird
look
wiener.
like that.
Yeah, and like you were saying, Blakely looks slimy and really off-putting.
And he doesn't dress.
He doesn't dress like how he
cross-dress.
Yeah, he doesn't dress like how we normally would.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember seeing a video saying that the creative team or the director of it tried to do it the same, and they're like, "Oh, we can't.
Yeah,
We don't want to allow that."
They're wussies.
Mm-hmm. We don't want no controversies. It's like
Yeah.
whatever.
Ooh.
Instead, we went with the most boring option:
Yeah.
human actors.
Oh yeah.
Like the whole point of that was that it's a joke throughout the movie that all they have to do to fool humans is put on human clothes.
Yeah, like they're so obviously aliens in human clothing, but like everybody
Yeah.
acts normal. Like a
No,
And
that's-
this movie in general was just not as funny in any place.
mm-mm.
It wasn't. Yeah, it just wasn't at all.
So a Hawaiian girl named Lilo is expelled from hula school for pushing her bully Myrtle off stage due to frustration over her sister Nani's absence. The social worker visits and finds Nani unfit to care for them, demanding she complete her tasks in a week. So this is one of the new characters they introduce. Was this?
This is also
The
pretty
social
new
worker.
because in the actual animated movie, they don't actually go in depth this hard with the social worker stuff.
Right.
It's more of a background thought.
Yeah, initially it was Bubbles from the very beginning.
And Bubbles was just there because he's an FBI agent, just trying to pretend he's a social worker. Not even an actual social worker.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and yeah, like we didn't even talk about it, but they got rid of Gontu. There's no Gontu.
Yeah,
Who
he was great.
at the beginning was tasked with searching for Stitch.
Why do you think they got rid of him?
I think just to save money on CG so that they don't have to animate him.
That's what I was thinking
bizarre.
too, because there's no reason for them to get rid of him if he was the main person.
Yeah, he was the main villain. He's like menacing, but also like a silly villain.
Because it just changes the dynamic between Jamba and Stitch.
Right. Yeah, like Jamba eventually becomes like a father type figure for Stitch.
Yeah.
And in this one, he's got no redeeming qualities.
And they're played by Zach Galifianakis.
Which doesn't make any sense because his accent doesn't work.
Also, like Jesus was saying, the dynamic between Lilo and Myrtle, you barely see. Like normally Myrtle's such a dick to Lilo, but in this one, all we saw was her like bump Lilo a little bit, and then Lilo just shoves her. It wasn't even like a hard shove.
Uh-huh.
Maybe they weren't trying to show like child like any type of child arguments or anything like that or whatever.
Well,
No
yeah,
child
it's
balance.
stupid, bro. It happened.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna tell me
yeah,
that job is worthwhile to call CPS on people?
Yes. It is.
So then we continue the next day. Hearing Lilo wants a friend, her neighbor, which is another new character, takes Lilo to the animal shelter where 626 is kept. Realizing Jumba and Pleakley are after him, 626 impersonates a dog and allows Lilo to adopt him for his protection. Nani takes them to her resort job with their friend David. Lilo names 626 Stitch after Nani comments on having to stitch a car seat he tore. They enjoy the resort, but Stitch accidentally causes a fire, leading to Nani's dismissal. So what do you guys think of these
I
things?
don't remember in the movie she never got fired, did she? Like in the animated movie?
Yeah, she did.
She did?
Yeah, it was like an emotional scene because she was like crying about Stitch having ruined everything and then her having to go home without a job. So that follows fairly closely, but I think if I remember correctly, in the original, it was like Stitch, he still got that bad side in him. But in this,
he was a bad boy.
Yeah, but in this one, him and Lilo are both kind of like screwing around, and it was kind of accidental instead of intentional.
But in this version, like this version of Lilo and Stitch, you could just tell Lilo was just acting out because of due to her parents. It felt like dying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's still coping with that. We don't get the touching scene of the two sisters going to the swing and singing the song together.
Yeah, I know. They got rid of the one of the best scenes in the movie too, which is the Ugly Duckling book.
Oh yeah, no more Ugly Duckling stuff.
That was the worst scene in the movie.
What?
Take that back.
Yeah, there's so much missing in this movie. It just
Again,
jumps from scene to scene.
If for it being half an hour longer, you would expect them to go more in depth in some of the main characters that we have, but they don't. They really don't.
This sounds
they cut off some of the important parts from the animated, and then they shorten down other scenes in the movie.
And Jumba and Pleakley do nothing in the movie. They just are sometimes there for gags. Like they'll just trip. Haha, they fell. That's funny.
Yeah, no, for real.
It's like, okay, that's such a lame thing, and they're not even aliens anymore. Now they're just completely humans. Well, holographic humans, but still, it's so bad. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like the criticism that Javier had for Star Wars, but which is just that it jumps from scene to scene without direction.
Yeah,
And there is a direction. That's the thing. Like, they've got an
They had-
original movie.
they had a fucking blueprint to copy off of.
Mm-hmm.
And they could have copied as close as possible and added a little bit more to it. That's all they had to do. Because they got an extra half-hour runtime, like I said. So they
Mhm.
could have added half-hour extra of content that they thought, like, oh, this would be cool to add to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And
Alexi.
yeah, that's Alexi.
Well, there's only one scene that I really cared about in this movie.
It doesn't sound like it's a very good movie,
It
then.
was one of the sadder scenes. So
There was a sad scene? I couldn't tell.
yeah.
They felt like the movie was joking around the whole time.
And this,
No, I did. Okay, so I did like the duo. You'll have to forgive me because I'm not very familiar with their names. The two alien dudes, I really did. I
Jumba
did
and
like
Bleakley?
them. Yeah, I did like their duo a little bit.
I feel like you should
At
rewatch
times.
the original
Probably should, yes.
just to see how
See the
Your-
difference, and then I see it.
your opinion changes.
Yeah. So I did like them at times. Obviously, I didn't like the big one nearly as much.
Blakely? No,
Yeah.
Jumba?
Yeah,
Jumba?
Jumbo. I didn't like him nearly as much. I know that he wasn't originally supposed to be the villain, right?
no.
No.
No,
It was-
like he was a bounty. Like he was gonna catch him, so he was like kind of a villain in terms of him just stealing Stitch back, but he wasn't like a bad guy.
Yeah.
He's just an evil
Oh, maybe.
genius.
They made him
Yeah,
slowly
so-
become more villainy.
I did enjoy their antics for the most part.
So, Nani is visited by Cobra Bubbles, a CIA agent who is investigating Stitch's arrival while posing as a social worker. The social worker demands that Nani find new employment immediately. Despite interviews, she is rejected due to Lilo and Stitch's antics. Lilo helps Nani get hired as a surfing instructor, and they enjoy surfing after her first shift. Meanwhile, Jumba and Pleakley unsuccessfully try to capture Stitch while jet skiing, causing Pleakley causing them to wipe them out of their surfboard, nearly drowning Lilo as Stitch sinks. So, what do you guys think of those scenes?
This is where he first. Is this the surfboard part where he goes into the water?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where he almost drowns.
All right, so this is where I found the big alien Jamba stupid because, like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Not only are you blowing your cover, but you're endangering civilian life.
Well, he
You know
doesn't
what I-
care. In this movie, he's just a villain, is what they're going with.
You know what I just realized? Stitch doesn't have his guns.
Yeah, no, they didn't give him his blasters.
His iconic blasters? Yeah, no.
Hardly anyone has a
Like,
blaster.
PQs.
Bro,
Well,
fuck this movie, bro.
Jumba has
Like, the
a blaster,
portal gun
bro.
is
What are you
completely
talking
new.
about?
An alien blaster.
Yeah,
Well, they give
Not
him a
real
blaster.
gun.
They give him the little
They should
is
have
a
given
little
him
cock-
Desert Eagles.
they give him a little cock, and he shot the freaking stuff that was inside of it. Just to
That shit was stupid.
They need
was.
the. I don't know why they introduced portal guns. Like, that was so random.
maybe
'Cause
for the concept.
they don't want anyone getting hurt, bro.
No one's gonna get hurt, even though Stitch is indestructible. Yeah, and that whole chase was kind of not great.
Kinda dumb.
Yeah, it was a little dumb. You know, there's a lot better way you could have executed that.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best way. What are you talking about? I don't know what you want from them. They did really well with this movie. They definitely did not mess up. They didn't cut anything out. And
No,
kept
they didn't.
everything
They
the
did
same.
such a good job with this movie. This is 10 out of 10.
Exactly.
That-
See?
That montage though of Nani not getting a job, that wasn't bad, but it didn't last very long because it was just a
They
montage.
showed the struggles a little bit, yeah.
You know what's frustrating
No.
though? They gave that the new montage, but they also cut out the montage of Stitch becoming good.
Yeah, that's
get rid of
true.
that.
Like erasing the board a little bit as he's trying.
Exactly. Like they get rid of that version of the montage to replace it with that one.
So, after Lilo's recovery, the social worker tells Nani the Hawaiian government can cover the health insurance costs if she relinquishes her guardianship, which she reluctantly agrees to. As the sisters share one last night together, Stitch reflects on his actions and solemnly returns to the animal shelter alone. Meanwhile, the Grand Councilwoman, frustrated with Jumba's failure to capture Stitch, cancels their deal and orders Blakely to return Jumba to prison. However, Jumba decides to capture Stitch without Blakely.
This is where I got teary-eyed, actually. The whole where she has to make the tough decision of giving Lilo up. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I literally got teary-eyed in the movie, so.
I think they do. Yeah, they don't do a bad job there. I maybe I'm just nostalgic, but I like the original because there was a whole confrontation between Nani and Bubbles, where like Bubbles literally screams at Nani's like, "Is this the life that she should be living?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. They don't really do that scene here. I mean, it is hard. Like I said, this is where it's like it's a new scene in a sense, like a new part of the movie because in the original, obviously, like I said, Child Protective Service isn't a part of the original movie. That's not the concept they're going with.
Yeah, that's a newer thing. It is.
But yeah, it wasn't a bad scene. It was something different at least, but seems like they can't pick a lane. It's like, let's do something new or let's just do scene by scene the original movie.
Yep.
So where was it? Oh, and the whole thing about, all right, Blakely, turn Jumba in. That was dumb too. Like, what did they think Blakely could do?
Blakely is a strong
That is
galactic
true.
warrior.
Like,
It's
it kind of
just-
pissed me off a little bit. Like, dude clearly wanted to do something, but he was afraid as well.
Well, yeah, Blakely's what, like maybe like 100 pounds to someone who's like 400 pounds. The hell is he gonna?
and he's
100
not as smart
pounds?
as Jumba, so like I don't know what that
Maybe he should use a blaster.
for real.
I don't think he was even like. I don't feel like he was even qualified to even use blasters. That was the thing.
They got rid of Blakely's love for mosquitoes. I just remembered that.
They mentioned it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the mosquito. He only mentioned that because it was in order to get himself onto Earth. He mentioned how the planet is a sanctuary for mosquitoes.
I mean, that's because it is.
So, yeah, the next morning the social workers arrive and find that Lilo has escaped her bedroom. They and Nani start searching for her. Lilo finds Stitch at the shelter, but Jumba arrives to recapture Stitch. They escape to Blakely's, to Lilo's home, and fight Jumba, destroying the house. During the fight, Jumba reveals that Stitch used Lilo for his protection, leading to guilt-ridden Stitch's surrender. There's
Sounds a little dark. That's to think about because I'm like, I was not. I didn't think about that.
How he said that he was just destroying the stuff they care about just because that was fucked up.
yeah,
That was fucked up.
he was made for destruction. There was no cool scene though where Jumba shoots a blaster at Stitch and then Stitch catches the laser.
No, bro.
I know. I get rid of that too.
They wanted it to be super realistic, I guess. So,
And
Yeah,
the
but
Realistic with aliens.
yep.
and the hot potato scene with
I don't
the
make the rules, brother.
and the hot potato scene with like a bomb that's about to go off. They got rid
Oh,
of
yeah.
too.
So many good scenes
I know they just cut out a lot of
Wait, what?
stuff
I couldn't tell.
that were gone. too.
that were gone. So Jumba takes Stitch aboard his spaceship using a portal generating gun, intending to erase Stitch's newfound empathy. However, Lilo sneaks aboard and frees Stitch, and they eject Jumba from the ship. The ship crashes in the ocean, trapping Lilo and Stitch underwater. Stitch rescues her, but as he cannot swim to the surface, he releases her to let her emerge as he drowns.
feel like Stitch could have moved while he was like holding his breath for at least a little bit,
For real, he could have tried crawling away.
right? He has superpowers. Use them.
He doesn't know how to, man.
Yeah,
He's
and
stupid.
normally, the original was Jumbo who steals Stitch. And this whole thing about making him 6'2", is a new angle, too.
That's the red one, right?
Yeah, that's the red
Yeah.
one. Leroy.
Leroy
I don't-
Jenkins.
I didn't want
It's
to
weird.
say it, but yeah,
It's
that's what
just
I thought.
really weird that that's what the route they went with, in a sense. Like, they're just like, oh, we just switch him to a different cousin. Because in
Yeah.
the original, all the cousins were all already in like gumball forms.
Yeah, they're all already created, so. Yeah, it does make you wonder, so does that mean that he's all the other experiments, too? I don't get it.
Wasn't
get rid of
Ruben in the original?
No,
Yeah.
not in the first
'Cause-
one.
Really?
he was.
I thought he was with Gontu.
He comes out in the second one.
Hmm.
So,
That's good to know.
so Nani and David rescue Lilo, but she refuses to leave Stitch. David returns to Lilo to shore while Nani swims back for Stitch on the ocean floor. They reach the shore, but Stitch remains motionless. After Bubbles finds the group, they rejoin the group. David revives Stitch by using jump starting his lungs. Shortly after, the Grand Councilwoman arrives and rearrests Jumba. After seeing Stitch's change of heart, she decides to let Stitch exile on Earth with his newfound Ohana.
Which that's
Aw.
like happens in the original.
I like the grandma in this because she's like, I got an idea. Get the jumper cables.
I'll jumpstart the car.
Cool
Yeah.
grandma.
Yeah, or whatever she was to them.
As Lilo, Stitch, and company return home, the social worker tells Nani she can give Lilo's guardianship to David and I think it's his mom, allowing her to
Yeah,
stay
it's mom.
home.
Yeah.
The Ohana
This was like their. Oh, sorry, you're done. Go ahead.
The Ohana then repairs the house and lives happily together. Nani now attends the University of California, San Diego to study marine biology, uses Jumba's portal gun to visit Lilo and Stitch back in Hawaii.
And this is all news parts because they
Yeah,
never
this is
said
the
this
part
in
where
the
they
movie.
try to do. It feels like they tried to do a little bit of damage control by trying to make it seem like it's not as bad as it really is. That she gave
They
up
just-
her family to go to school.
Like they added this as a new thing where, because in the original they don't talk about her going to school or wanting to go to college or anything like that.
No.
They really don't emphasize on the sister too much. Because in this movie, it feels like they focus on the sister. That's what I'm getting.
Nani a lot.
Yeah, compared to Lilo.
Hmm.
Lilo's just a background character, even though she's the main.
The
No.
main kid, she's in the title.
Yeah,
This
she's literally in
movie
the title.
barely even feels like it's about Ohana, bro.
Yeah, I know.
No, it feels like it's just about making money and about all the new characters they added into it. They focus on them, and the fact that Pleakley and Jumba aren't actually, dressed up as humans, as aliens. They delete all that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
heck.
So, do you guys have any favorite scenes in this movie?
The part that made me tear up, which is where like she has to have the heartfelt talk with Lilo about having to give her up.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I don't
my
know if I
favorite
actually
scene.
have a favorite scene in this movie when I think about it. Like, I can't think of a favorite scene, to be honest.
Yes.
What about a least favorite scene?
To be honest, my least favorite scene is when Lilo goes find Stitch at the pound again. I thought that was stupid.
Going back there, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that makes sense.
Because in the original movie, doesn't he just get kidnapped while he's walking through the forest?
Yeah, that's when he was reading what Jesus said, the ugly duckling book, because he was like,
Yeah.
he felt like the ugly duckling.
Like
Or the lonely
fact that
duckling.
the fact they get rid of that and just do this, I'm like, oh, that's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
My least favorite scene is probably when the big guy is on the jet ski.
Jumba.
Yeah, I did not like that scene.
Why not?
Well, I thought it was fucking idiotic.
My least favorite scenes are most of the Jumba and Pleakley scenes, like them in the hotel just screwing around.
Wait. When them in the human form or them in the
Them in the
alien
human form just screwing around in the hotel room or whatever.
You don't like that, bro?
No, it was a waste of time.
Yeah, they could have added in the fucking ugly duckling scene instead.
So,
No.
what are you guys' final ratings for this movie?
I'd go down to a 6.
I'll go down to a 4 or 5.
I still stay at 3.5.
Yeah, I'm going down to 5. This is not great. Maybe
thought
even
you were
lower,
at 5.
honestly. I was at 5.5, but no. Might even go lower.
Well,
Might even go lower.
I'm telling you, man. I feel like this movie. Only reason why it has such a large respect, like from a lot of people, is because of the iconic. It's Lilo and Stitch. You know who doesn't love?
Plus, there's a big crowd that haven't even watched the original.
I feel bad for them if this is their first one.
Yeah.
You mean all the kids, the Kurt kids out there, like all the
Yeah.
newer generation kids? They're like, oh, let's go
But
take and watch this.
usually when one of these remakes comes out, there's a big boost in rewatching the original too. So maybe.
Which I didn't actually hop on Disney Plus to see if that was the case. Like people have been, rewatching the original.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking of doing that, but I was like, nah, I'm just gonna go watch the movie.
Well, now you should though.
You shut up.
I'll probably do that after this.
So
All
with
right.
that, let's move on to content we've seen this week. What are some shows or movies y'all watched this week?
I've been
I
playing.
rewatched
Galaxy.
Sheriff. You have?
Yeah, the Square Enix game.
Yeah. You like it? I know it had good reviews.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I rewatched Terrifier 3.
Oh, you rewatched it? Why is that?
Because
Just
you're a
wanted to
sick
see-
bastard, bro.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if it was like. No, it was just the first thing that popped up, so I clicked on it.
You were like, I want to see that sick bathtub scene.
Yeah,
Is this
it's
the one
pretty
with-
sick. Yeah.
Yeah, the bathtub one. Yeah, that's so fucked.
Definitely not a movie for like.
This is what Alexi falls asleep to. This is drifting off movie.
He was in the thinker pose. Watching it.
So what could they mean by this scene? Yeah, that movie's crazy. But I'm still gonna watch number 4 whenever it comes out.
And I just finished Act 1 of Expedition 33.
How is
Oh.
that game?
Dude,
just
Act
finished
1,
it? How
I
big
did
is
not.
that game?
No, dude, I did not expect Act 1 to do that, alright?
So would you
I'm not gonna
recommend this
say
game?
anything. What?
Would you recommend this game?
Oh, yeah, easily.
That good? huh?
Okay, so I'm playing this game very, very, very slowly, alright? So it's not that it's a long game right now, I'm playing it slowly.
Mm.
Oh, I
And
thought
I'm
you
not
were just playing
playing
it slow just to
no, I'm
enjoy
not
it.
playing it every day or anything.
Why not?
The end of Act 1, I did not expect that. I had a delayed reaction to it when it happened.
He was like, something's going on. I'm not used to
And
this.
so, like, when it really hit, I was like, fuck. I can't believe they did that.
I might check it out then. We'll see though, because the new Elden Ring's coming out soon.
Yeah.
I watched Novocaine, the movie. It was alright. It's that movie where the guy doesn't feel any pain. We saw the trailers for it a few
Oh, okay.
times.
Who's the actor in that?
It's
Okay,
the
what's
guy
that?
from, isn't he in The Boys?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
right. Yeah. How
That
was it?
reminds me of a movie I watched a couple weeks ago when we were on our, like, hiatus. When I watched Mr. Nobody, or it's called Nobody.
Oh yeah, they're making a second one, I think.
Are they? That would be cool because I really enjoyed the first one.
But how was Novocaine?
It was okay. It was like it got kind of generic actiony. I mean, it still had that twist where he doesn't feel pain, but it was nothing like groundbreaking in terms of storytelling.
Cool.
It's just like a kind of like a action movie, like a John Wick, except if he was a regular guy who didn't feel pain.
Does he have like Deadpool's healing factor? Or?
No, he's a regular ass human who just doesn't feel pain,
yeah.
so he can still bleed out and stuff.
It's a special disorder, I think. It's very rare.
I wish I had that disorder. Who would want to feel pain, man? Could have a broken arm and just be like, oh, it's a normal day.
I also watched that friendship movie today, with Paul Rudd and what's the comedian's name? Let's see. Tim Robinson. It was.
Oh, I like Tim Robinson.
It's got like a really odd humor, but I enjoyed it.
Oh, that's his name.
Have you seen any of Tim Robinson's like sketches?
No, I haven't.
No, but I know who he is. And yeah, I don't do fucking shit. That's him, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I recommend the movie though. It was a like a odd humor movie. I enjoyed it. I don't want to give too much away, but basically, Tim's character is like, he's got like this social disorder, but he doesn't know, where like he can't make friends because he's so weird. Because he's so weird, but he doesn't know that that's happening to him.
Okay.
And so he weirds people out. And that's the whole movie, pretty much. Him like never recognizing that he's that way.
I'm surprised you're even worried about spoilers.
In case you guys want to watch it.
Yeah.
No, it's just like usually I wouldn't be worried about spoilers for like a comedy.
Fair. I recommend you guys check it out though if you wanna laugh. Anything else you guys watched?
Not really. It's been a pretty
Not that I could think of.
tame weekend.
Just been watching One Piece.
Alright, so with that then we can roll the credits. You guys got any recommendations for any media?
Expedition 33. Very fun game. Great storytelling, great music and soundtrack. So,
Alright, I might actually check it out. So, let's see.
Oh, that Guardians game is pretty good. So I recommend that.
Guardians of the Galaxy. It does look... It's free too, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I'm playing it.
So, the plan for next week, Karate Kid Legends.
Karate Kid, yes.
Alright, so like, comment, subscribe, and thank
Ew.
you for visiting the Sleeping Cinema. Until next time. Bye!
Deuces.
He said...